Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Leroy, and for those who don't know, my name is Leroy because I see some new names here. But then, good morning, sis Pumpkin, sis Cupcake, sis Makupe. Good morning, everybody. Okay, sis Lerato, Fede, sis Ntlantla, and who else? Sis Mpo. And hey man, okay, this is Boosie the Queen, okay? Lee user 332798169071. Good morning everybody, guys. Hope you guys good, hope you guys fantastic. Remember to keep liking and share the screen. We are Makoya Rundown and my name is Leroy, not Makoya. My name is Leroy, and welcome to this great show. And I'm standing in for KG actually, cause he's busy. He's busy thriving. I get it. But I can like remember, he was at Limpopo Tuesday, so he still isn't like moving around Diana. So Leroy had to step in for him. But hey man, we are here Monday to Friday and we speak about some lively conversations, some deep stuff, some light stuff, some surface stuff, and some good stuff, you know. We laugh every now and then, we cry every now and then, but we are all here because of the love that we share for each other, the other people, and we are trying to make this world a better place for everybody that's here. Right, so please keep liking the screen there. Let's reach Boma 50k today because it's going to be a special show today. And number two, remember to catch the replays more YouTube actually, because hey man, Tuesday's show, yesterday's show, they were that deep actually, so you really need to catch up and actually, because Tuesday was KG, then yesterday was Subs. Oh yeah, I believe she's here now. Yeah, and hey man, those shows were really deep, eh? So please go check them out. More YouTube. We are Makoya Rundown. So go check them out. And please keep sharing with your friends, your family, and tell them that like there's a pretty boy more working and more TikTok who's just talking. And like maybe like when they see me, they might feel better, you know? Maybe it's your mom or your dad or your aunt or your uncle, you know, like they're going through a lot, but then like when they see this boy here, they just smile. Look at that, huh? Spreading positive vibes already, you know? It's all good, man. Yeah, guys. And hey, man. And yeah, shout out to Vela Jen actually. So please go follow them actually. Like, let me write it down for you. Vela Jen ZA. Vela Jen ZA. You can get your bottle for only $150, but that that's not including courier fees. So maybe you might pay about like 200 for a bottle. Then we actually as in like parking courier it. But then like let me flex a little bit now, guys. I know Hore Shop, like this is not about me. Oh yeah. You can get it for 200 from Subs also. So these are for the Josie people, you know, but again, and the Eastern people, just DM Subs there. But then, guys, nah, not to flex, nah, but then sometimes you really just have to appreciate yourself and then just give yourself that kudos, you know. Then let me flex a little bit. You see, this is the Village in box actually, and guess who designed it? Yeah, look at that, huh? Work of art, literally. So you can get this for $150. But then right now, this stock is not for sale actually, because like somebody put up the order. So yeah, you can just, you know, but you can like DM me up and then you can get yours. But like this is for someone else. But yeah, man. So please go follow them. They're Village in ZA. And yeah, man. So yeah. So before we start the show, now I really just want to make you all understand that now today we're gonna be focusing more the gents actually today, right? So yes, like you ladies are like more than welcome to come in, but then this is not going to be gender wars, guys. Nah, we are going to be focusing more the gents today, right? because we are trying to fix the men for tomorrow, you know. So we are trying to fix the nation and but then now, before we start the show, let me check on you guys actually. How are you feeling today? How are you doing? And as you guys know me, so I'm gonna drag you guys here to check how are you first. And I don't see many gents actually here today. So, but again, guys, please invite your brothers, your fathers, your uncles, your nephews, you know, your cousins, you know, like, let's just come here and let's do the right thing by the gents. Yeah, please, 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 please do. And remember, you can actually request to come in mother panel here, and then we can have a lively discussion. But then you're going to be given like what's that, like literally 5 minutes, yeah, to speak. Then we're gonna allow the next person to speak, right? So let's just be cordial like that, guys. Ne? No rasa rasing here. Né? Yeah, of news. So me, I'm gonna block you with love, of course. Yeah. So.
No, but what are we doing on the panel? Because we want the mans on the panel. Good morning, everybody.
Subs, you must learn to listen back. Kisakare. Kale check up lona pele gore mme le siame pele, and then we can start the show simply with the gents.
We want to check up on men. Re batla banna. I'm kidding, Don. I'm right. How are you?
I'm good, fam. How are you?
Okay, sharp. Guys, can we please sing my sister a happy birthday? Batung, Leroy, Tlale, Utlagay.
Ma?
Tlale has been gone. Tlale.
Tlale ke ofeng kana tsala?
She
Oh,
disappeared. Like Tlale is our way back. She comes like way back with us.
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Hi, Chloe. How are you doing today? Oh,
Can we all unmute and we sing happy birthday to Makupe, please?
Order, please, actually. Wait, Makupe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Makupe.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday to
you.
you.
Hey, when is Makupe's birthday even?
Yeah, she's finally my age. Woo.
Birthday to
She's finally your age.
Beep, beep.
We wish you many more.
What?
We wish you many
Many
more.
more.
We wish you many more.
Yes.
We
We wish
wish you many more.
How old are you?
Una one. Una two.
X.
Una 20.
No, 20.
Una 30.
Ana 19 nyana.
Oh,
Una 32.
Oh,
Yay.
32.
Happy birthday, Coops. Here, man, I
Happy birthday. May God bless you.
Thank you, you guys. My birthday wish is for you guys to never sing again.
Wow. Really now? We just need the effort, my
and the Bamoshe my solo because it started so beautifully.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Many more
Something-
blessings.
Thank you,
Many more
guys.
blessings. Everything that you wish for must come true.
I wish for money, guys. You guys can make it come true now.
Don't worry, it's coming soon.
Yes, exactly that. Yes.
It's just at the door.
Thank you, guys.
Just there by the door. Yeah, man, like, me, I didn't know how Ravel isn't like you. You actually have like have a birthday, but then hey man, shout out to you, my cool.
Leroy, what are you saying? What is
Am I a
Leroy saying?
vampire?
Matlad. Matlad. Chomia, how? Please help.
remember?
What is Leroy saying?
Hey guys, leap year. Remember that? Or like there are people who actually have like one birthday, like bargain, like every 4 years. So Jimmy, I thought no, she's somewhere there. But then hey, we still love you, fam. Nah. I'm a coupe. So how are you feeling quickly before we start the show? But can get it.
That wasn't even a good save. What you said about the leap year, it wasn't even good. But thank you.
Come on, guys, I still love. Okay.
No, I feel good. I feel 32.
32. Asa sumdala mzweni.
Yo, dalang pila, guys. Yo. I feel loved. I feel yonking. Thank you, Dean Yabonga. I feel all these good feelings. I feel gorgeous.
That's great.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Nah, man, thank you very much, Lala Bona. You are treasured. You are valued. You are very much appreciated. It's just a pity that, as in, like, Leroy is broke. Nenga or like Leroy Koto to the savannah on, but no.
I wanted to say, Hori, get her the village in. She loves it.
Yeah, Marakere, like, substantial stock of the Tunyan, I think, nah?
No, my stock is finished. I need new stock. Yo, and people are killing. Yo, wait till last week at a funeral. Everyone was like, where's the gin? And I didn't have, so I need stock.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
really nice, guys.
Thank you very much for that, actually. Oh, Dean said he'll pay for it. So, hey, look at God. Look at God talking to you directly.
You see?
You shall receive. Come on, somebody.
And then Ulira Anyagang Nigetino Kotled. Nigu for free. Yeah, with old age comes honesty. I don't have time to be lying and sugarcoating. Uliroy Anyagazang Nigetino.
And I'm going to choose to be a good person and forgive you myself for actually that. You know? But I still love you, fam. Was that will make a plan for that actually, right? Because then I'm going through my own things, so it's like maybe that's why. But then it's still love. Sis Dear Kids, how are you? Oh,
Isugili. It's Omaka, I'm going through my own things. It's fine, I'm ready.
calm down, Resin, calm down. Sis Dear Kids, how are you?
Good morning, everyone.
How are you
How
doing,
much?
sister?
32 years of age, old age. Oh, I don't do that to yourself.
Imagine.
Money. Ah, Gok of 32, no.
Okay, gay sugar mommy, gay.
Fourth floor, yes, you can say old age. Third floor, no. Still very young. Behave, Amakupe, behave. Guys, now I have nothing much to say, just here with the fam.
That's great.
Yeah, just taking it easy. It's Thursday, I can't wait to knock off and puza the virgin.
It's a very long weekend this weekend, then, but again, kind of
Yeah.
like Lona working class.
Yeah, I wish I was working from home, but hey, what can we do? So yeah, hi everyone.
No, man, you know what? You are blessed, right? You have a job, you have a house, you have a family, you have Makoya. You are blessed beyond measure. Yes, but they don't but you have a yellow bone by your side, so chill. No, man, thank you very much. So, you classily dean, ne? Lona, it's again, ne? Loads of much happy sinyaga, but it's fine. Cupcake, hello.
Hi, what's up?
I'm asking you what's up. How you
No,
feeling?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just a bit tied up, but I'm
So,
fine.
working sister. So, like, how were your morning muffins?
I don't know.
Did you enjoy them?
Yeah, they were
You have them
good,
with
I
tea
guess.
or coffee? Or juice?
Tea, yes.
Look at that. I love that. No, you're keeping healthy at least. You know, that's good. That's very good. But then, like, thank you very much for joining us. Actually, season launch la.
Hi guys, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my cool actually.
Yummy. You must enjoy Makupe. Yes, you are so blessed on your day. Uthola wishes angaka, and may God bless you. And yeah, guys, yeah, it's nice to be here.
Nice to
Yeah,
meet
that's all I
you.
can say.
And thank you very much for you being here. Lanhla, we appreciate you. We love you. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are valued, actually. And thank you very much. Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you,
Remember.
guys.
And now, what's another ancestor? Nah? Yeah, Warge of Magoy, who has disappeared for 2 whole months. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Rosie Dean. Wait. Oh yes, he's back. So Dean.
Nina bo papo olbove kanda sanbona.
Ow. Parking get bonge. Yeah. Ash bonge. Yeah. Great
You
stuff.
know, Leroy, after disappearing for such a while, it's a pleasure to find you still exactly the same.
Come on, dude. Like,
Still,
why would I change? Me.
please don't change, Leroy.
Exactly.
Don't change.
I mean,
But happy birthday, Sis Makupe. I hope your day is beautiful as you are. I hope it's wise as you are, informed as you are. I hope it's a day that you find peace, joy, and nothing else but love. We'll try our best to make it a great day for you. We will go out of our way to make sure that you enjoy it and have a vela on us. Drink responsibly. Don't be like Leroy. Leroy. Wahluleka, Leroy. We know in that coffee there's gin, Leroy. It's fine. We've known for a while.
No. Bro, this is green tea, right?
So have a very beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. And if there's anything happening, if there's food, invite me. Just for food, anything else to shop.
I cool, man. But then it's really like, how have you been actually, man? Because you literally disappeared for like 2 whole months, like since your birthday actually. You just went.
God has been kind, Leroy. We appreciate every day as our last. With all the challenges that we are going through, because I know we're all facing our small demons. God has been kind enough to bless me with life today.
That's great, man.
And sometimes it requires you to go back inside your shell just to recover, be strong, find peace, and be able to just mingle with people. You know, it's been a rough 2 months personally, but I'm one person that does not like burdening people, so I just close myself and hide away. So, but God has been kind. God has been kind.
Nah, man, you know what? You just made the greatest intro actually right there actually, because we are going to be speaking like about like gents mental health actually today. So that was a perfect intro, nah? But again, mara gape is like besides that actually, the fact that you are still here clearly means there is something more that you should do. Nah? Yes, we did like that's a very cliche saying where I feel, but then like there is meaning there actually. So yes, now but one day you're gonna regain the strength again, then you soldier on again, no? But again, kind of like just a season yana early. So yes, actually, and on that note, guys, welcome to my car rundown, and like remember to keep tapping the screen there, and happy invite more people, and we might have special guests actually today, nah? Might, nah?
Sorry to disturb you, Leroy. Sorry to disturb. Since it's Makupe's birthday, for every 1,000 likes we have, we will donate 100 rand to Makupe's whatever that she wants. So for every 1,000 starting from now, we're sitting on 5,000 likes right now.
Yeah.
For every 1,000 that we have, it's gonna contribute $100 to Makupe. So let's go big.
Okay, cool. Now, that's a good idea. But then for me personally, guys, like me, I'm broke now. So I can't really promise, but maybe red lights up line somewhere nearby. So I just want to put that out there, fam. Huh? So please and thank you. Away. So yeah. So let's start the show quickly. Is like quickly refer. So actually today, guys, now. So actually today, here the gents show actually today. So I'm gonna need my gents actually today to be here on the panel. Like the ladies are also welcome, nah, but the focus to the gents actually. So please invite your brother, your cousin, your father, your malume also, and then like let's have this chat, right? So let me start actually. But first let me play this.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised. Okay, I can hear.
Okay, fuck off. I apologize for that, guys. Okay, one of those spam callers. I really apologize for that. So you guys, like, you can still hear me again. Guys, please say something that you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, today we're gonna focus on men's mental health. Yeah. So I'm gonna need the gentleman, yeah, of this house actually, right, to actually be here with me. So Dean, Dean, please come back here, my leader, because we're gonna need you actually. So yeah, man. So so today actually, I really wanted to actually speak about this actually, like literally last week, like last week Friday actually, because I kind of had a rough 2 months now. Like you see, as in like what Dean actually was like speaking about actually. That has been like literally me actually, as in like the pets, and then now me being a man, in this was that like society. Often we are not allowed to be vulnerable, to be like that guy we don't have emotions, like we must just be in daughter, like just and it's like soldier on. And I've tried actually, and that almost broke the ish out of me actually, but then fortunately I really don't know, but I have these two demons here. They are so realistic to a point where then I was like, gents, come on now. But then they were like, hey, chief, bon, sharp. You can cry, you can be sad and this and this and this and this, but again, I'm like, but they're like Monday to actually Friday, you must wake up, you must do this. So which is kind of something that kind of was that like helped me stay sane. No, I think so. Now, which made me wonder actually, if I was like like feeling like this actually, get a wine here, yet isn't like most people know me to actually be this happy like strong guy core. How many more gens like that are slowly dying inside, but then they don't have spaces like this actually. You can speak to me. Let's see like what we can do, you know. But again, I was like, hey man, so now actually something very supernatural kind of happened actually, but again, kind of like yesterday actually. Like what's that, out of nowhere actually, nah, me and Black Mentalist, we don't know like bargain, so actually like we don't know each other like this actually, right? Like we only know each other from like TikTok fit there, like Limakoy actually. But nah, but then somehow his like what's that, his spirits maybe like told him to send me this video actually. So no, like and like that's a brotherly love thing, you know. But since like 2 months back nearly, men's mental health whatever, so he just randomly sent me that video, dog. So me, hey man, you know, I really felt, you know, I wasn't like really mushing yana, but then I was like, dude, you can connect with like people so actually, and then like there are like what's that, people who literally care about you like that much, but then they haven't met you, they haven't as in like done as in like working like nothing for you. But then that video basically said, dude, you don't have to cry alone, kill it thing, you know. Born as like me, I got your back, and then fade avoid again as in like it's all love like that. I was like, wow, actually. So that made me think, happen now on some, maybe I should speak about this actually. Then yesterday happened actually with Bergman, Siski Gumez actually. She actually got here and then she asked for help, bruh, because she was going through a lot. So if you missed it, Baragikan yesterday, you can catch it more like YouTube actually, as in like later on now. Yeah, and but then yeah, so now I was like, actually, maybe this is the universe actually saying, Joe, speak about this. Whether barking can is like this kind of what's that, like pops or not, at least that one guy will feel better actually. So gents, yeah, so we don't necessarily like have to speak about maybe money or maybe like marriage or this and that. So you can just like what's that, share your views actually more as in like what's that, like gents mental health actually in J, you know, like whether you're coming from Joel or marriage or maybe the anxiety, the depression, or maybe as in like finance and then how you dealt with it, no. Yeah, but again, can, or maybe you can help somebody with your like words of wisdom, yeah, and then like what's the like words of encouragement. So basically like today ke gents conference actually, like as in like help a brother actually today, you know, any way possible. But again, kind of because we live in a society where like what's that, like most men are not allowed to be human, yet we are. So right now we just expected Honna fella all the time, daughter, but then again, we still have feelings. So let's be there for another brother. So I'm not sure, maybe we can start with Ray or maybe Dean. I don't know, guys. So who wants to go first? Ray?
Hola,
How are you doing?
hola, Mpanaka.
Are you man, I said Bray, what's up?
Kuen que moja en video Mpana, how's it?
Brother, that's good, man.
Talbuna non que na kuma comment.
Oh wait, this one. Ray, I forgot to mention something quickly, ne? So, but again, so I've invited actually isn't like um 3 people actually, ne? So they might show up, ne?
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to get like like people's hopes up here, right? But I invited Muno Motswana, DJ Sevi, Limpo Pops.
Okay.
Not sure, ne? So please, like, let me play the disclaimer again. Sorry about that, Pijak.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
And Ray, you can start, Maji. Renald, okay. He's still busy there with the brothers. Let's just wait for him. So yeah, guys, and man, I see your comments there, guys. So yeah, man, like like sometimes we just need to have these conversations, because we are not really made of stone, guys. We go through things here, but again, like Lorona, we see flames, guys. Okay, so let's start with Dean here, like while we wait for Ray. So Dean, you can lead the way, my leader, since you started this. So upon Azish Punjab.
There's a saying that I recently heard a couple of days ago, and this guy says, "I'd rather carry the weight of your tears on my shoulder than carry your casket." I saw that and I kept quiet for a while.
Dude.
There is no greater suffering than suffering alone. And unfortunately, that's a normal day for us men. It's very sad that it's only just a few guys that have someone that they can call and just break down. I invited him, Paul, the guy, because I think if it wasn't a day ago, it was about 2 days ago, I sent him a text and I was like, just pray for me.
Sure.
And at that time, that's the only thing I needed to hold on. I was like, just, if I know there's someone praying for me, I will have that glimpse of hope, Uguti. I'm just going to get through whatever that I'm going through right now. And it's as much as it's a man's world, we suffer in this world as men. We suffer through us trying to make something of ourselves. We suffer to get the woman. We suffer to get the house, to get the job, to please your parents, support at home. We pay attention to everything around us and we neglect ourselves. And we have told, and we've been told by society, goody, that's the life of a man. It's, I've seen my father break down at my grandfather's funeral. And he only broke down, I think it was like a week after, when everything was done. When he had supported all of his sisters, his mother, made sure that the grandkids were okay, the funeral arrangements were happening, and he denied himself the realization of that he just lost his father. And that's a normal day for us men. If you have a partner, the first text you get, "Hi, I woke up I need this, I want that. I hope you're that I hope you're okay just comes in passing. You never even pay attention to it because that's the role of a man. And if you are alone, you suffer. On this other platform, they're talking about overthinkers, and I was just listening. Sometimes we are destroyed by the relationships we come from to the point where we are unable to entertain any other relationship apart from yourself. I just changed on my bio and I was like, unable to be loved. Because the traumas we go through, you end up choosing your bedroom rather than anything else. You end up choosing your own space rather than being entertained by anyone else because of the so many barriers that we have built, which we are judged for, which we are crucified for, and these are scars that we partake on this journey we call life. And without blaming anyone, apart from the fact that we have went through such, we have evidence of such, we have scars of such. But how do we then continue to laugh? You know, another guy said, "I've never faked I loved you. I've never faked I missed you. I only faked that I'm okay." Because even in some relationships, we prioritize the woman that we love rather than ourselves. And it's very rare for us to be given those flowers that we deserve. It's very rare for men to be given those applause.
Very rare.
It's very rare. You know, when you see, I'm sorry to make an example with you, Siswam, but when you see a SABS, a woman standing on business, on point with her child, we clap hands and we're saying that's a strong single parent.
Strong black woman.
But when a man does it, it's why should we clap for your responsibility? Why should we clap for something that you should be doing? So things like that, society as a whole, we have created the stigma of that men don't require that appreciation. They don't require that thanks. They don't require that we see you and we hear your cries. Because when we cry in our bedrooms. We wait and we make sure that our partners are asleep first. And then we can break down. And then we go to the toilet. We call it sinus. And then sinus starts happening. All of a sudden, you have sinus, you know. And it's crazy that we have created survival strategies to survive in a place where we should not be surviving, in a place where we should be living and striving and be happy. You know, it shows when men are gathered and it's just men. Men are most happy around other men because we know that, okay, at least Leroy has much more than I am dealing with right now. So we laugh it out. We'll make jokes out of it. But when we go back to our realities and we are driving back to your empty house, heated by a bed heater, the reality smacks you that there's a lot of things that you have fallen short of. There's a lot of things that you do not have that you desire. And the only way to try and cope is to face down, work hard, and maybe it will happen. Maybe you'll be okay. And it's a sad place to be in. You know, it's a sad place on a mental level. It's a sad place to experience. A lot of very close families know my personal story, and I've realized that the damages that we go through, we walk with them. And some wounds don't heal; they just stop bleeding, and we then capture the patterns that hurted us. We capture the patterns that ended us being the victims of our own actions. And unfortunately, up until we get people that are willing to understand us for the new being that we are, we will never find reference of healing amongst the society unless we speak about things like the shit we go through as men, the disadvantages we go through as men, the suffering we go through as men. Because the reality, we have it on numbers. We have more men killing themselves, unaliving themselves. Like, and it's crazy. It is crazy how the thought of that is so normal to a man that is trying to do and trying to be the best version of himself. It is unnormal at how that thought is frequently entering a man's mind. And again, without blaming anyone, the society that we live in right now, the communities that we live in right now, have belittled men to the point where really that's the only door out for us.
Hey, Dean. There's a comment here that I saw actually. I have Soul Candy actually is in like 5 minutes ago, I think. He said we are conditioned not to seek or expect love. Rather, like we are conditioned for no, you are a man. You just have to provide and protect. I wanted to tell her he the feelings in no. So now happen, you'd find that some spaces actually like where like most gents actually they suffer as in like working kind of like more thing now. Some actually some actual like men actually do this to the other gents actually. You know, when when like you can't be speaking about your feelings here when I got you when you know, so that's just isn't like one thing that I want us to change actually, guys. Born for years, yeah, you can still be the man, the protected, the barking, like the holy Mecca here, but then happen like be that real with yourself, you know. Okay, sharp. Like mama thinks of this, hey, me, I have this, but then no, yeah, na, sharp. Let me be real with myself, Billy. Working, working. If you need to cry, you cry. Some of us, okay, sharp. Some of us we can't really cry, so we just wait to yawn, or maybe it's like chopping the onions here, you know. But then, just like us, release those feelings actually. That's why gantsi mo no bona majita gantsi ko di beering ko Monday to Monday beer. Why? They want to feel numb, you know? Maybe like you see the alcohol ale like just kind of feeds that dopamine nyana gore okay, you know what ne? Mona ke happy nyana at least. Which is really not a bad thing, but then like not like what's that like every day actually, you know? Sometimes you just have to be on some edge of bone, it's again brag. Feed the sharp, like the beardy thing, stop was a thing, born a club thing, but then how am I me? No, yeah, not club. So yeah, man, hey, but again, Dean, yeah, actually, you can continue for the next minute. I just wanted to spice it up there, yeah, pinch. Yo, Dean. Dean, you can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
It's a pity, and it's sad. You know, a man's comfortable place, especially for most men, it's their mother. And normally, what people say that when a man is truly in love, he becomes a child, and the woman that he's in love with, if she's truly in her feminine form, she becomes a mother. It's things like that that we lack. we lack honesty in our generation. That's why it's hard for us to even open up easily. And believe it or not, the men that who actually say man up and don't cry about this are one of the most damaged men within that group.
Yeah.
It's the same guy that has went through such pain and has understood the feeling of being alone in a full house. The feeling of only being expected to do, and your presence then seems to be forgotten. Things like that, So yes, truly, sometimes we cave ourselves and we cave each other to the point that says, Njaka, if you're gonna spend time, like how Putsenzo always says, if you're gonna spend time and cry about this matter, it's not gonna be solved. Rather take a deep breath about it, breathe, and then let's solve this issue. And that's the mindset of all men. I just want to solve the current problem that I have in front of me, and therefore thereafter I will deal with it later. And just before I go out, the Lord's Prayer teaches us that the part where He says, "Give us this our daily bread." It gives us the knowledge of saying we are required to go to God every day. As men, that is where our strength comes from. You might not then believe in Him, but you are required to go to your stronghold, whatever that stronghold might be. You are required to go to
power you believe.
exactly. As a man, you are required to do so, because when the world has done whatever that is done for the day, and if you unfortunately you don't have a house that has a woman that is yours, you don't have someone that you have to come and find relief from, you are always required to go to God as a man. And these are things that we really have to be real with ourselves. That in the weakness of our flesh and in the weakness of our mental state and in the weakness of us wanting to give up, we are required to go to our higher power and get that daily bread. And that daily bread might not just be wealth, it might just be peace. It might just be a quiet mind. It might just I don't remember who said, like, I like smoking, and I was like, I only smoke so that the voices in my head can keep quiet.
Hey, dude.
I was like, that's the reason I smoke. I can't go to bed. If I go to bed, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I can't drink because I have to work the next day, so I can't get a knockout. But I've realized that if I smoke, I have to drag myself to a certain level where they are quiet enough that I can sleep. And unfortunately, hence I always say about KG, with KG but blessed, they have someone that says, I'm willing to hear how was your day, how was the battles that you were dealing with, and you have a chest where you can come back and like it and rest and find peace. Hence I urge, one of the most strongest thing God created for us men was the female. And in our choosing, may we choose right. May we find women that are willing to understand us with our issues, but not willing to let us stay within those issues, so that they may walk with us into a healthy mindset, into a healthy relationship, a healthy family, a healthy surrounding, especially for every elder child. I know we suffer the most because we are expected to lead at the very same time. We're expected to be a child. We're expected to support. We have so many things that are expected as first children in our families that it's devastating when we pay attention to ourselves. We have no energy to take care of ourselves. So the mindset thing for a man is not just complexed on on just one specific thing. It's contributed by every single factor that we move, from the job that we're seeking for, from the woman that we are entertaining, from the surroundings of friends. You know, a friend of mine once said, if you're only friends, if you only meet up with your friends when you talk about when you're drinking alcohol, you need to change friends. You know, so we have to make the right decisions for ourselves as men. Make sure that everyone that is around our circle, in our circle, is contributing on a point where it benefits you as a man, it strengthens you as a man, and you are able to become the best version of yourself.
Okay, just to wrap that up, Nadine, actually. Like, you see more the thing of like being a man, and like you have to be in. Also remember, before you are a man, you are also human, actually. But again, guys, remember I told you guys like weeks back, actually, we men, actually, we are the biggest babies here. Go refella. It's like somehow, as a like biological DNA, we can deal with breaking kind of that the mainly way, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we are immune to that. Actually, that still hurts, but then now we are men, you know. You are supposed to be strong in this thing, but then again, sometimes, Baraka, you really just have to let go, as in release that shit. Yes, Fidere, you are supposed to hold it, and then like just like what's that soldier on, yeah, sharp. But then again, even like what's that soldiers actually, when they get working kind of short, they need nurses and like doctors also. So they stop shooting, then they go for working kind of healing, then they come back. So, hey man, Barky man, kind of like Solkin is dropping bars today, and I'm like, hey man, hey dog, what's silent like when I Solkin? We need to learn to be kind to ourselves. Yes, gents. That doesn't actually isn't like what's that take away nothing what's that from your masculinity. Chill, relax. You can be sad. You can take a break, it's fine. You can cry. You can be depressed, but then learn how to be okay with yourself, Bailey. Then you know, like yeah, but again that actually, and I've been seeing some like lovely comments from the ladies actually, and like thank you very much, boys, for an rata blend. You can say I love you, nah, to us actually. We can control ourselves, so chill. Subs, I saw your comment. It's fine. Anyway, back to pastry food. Master Muffins is here. What's up, fam?
Sup, brother, man?
I'm great, man. I'm good.
Lekai, you good, my guy?
I'm alive, my G. I'm alive, man. You're right. Like, by the grace of God. Jesus.
Amen. Bradine, I appreciate this man. This man, yeah, I know. Good morning. I think it's the first time ke kopana le Nadine, but yeah, no. One Trinang Lekelelo, and
Oh.
yeah, I don't think I've ever came across him before.
Oh, hey, fam. But again, like, didn't get sister actually. So I'm just, yeah, so I'm just, yeah, so now, like Barking, he's been away for 2 months, for Barking, kana rejuvenation, so, yeah.
Dina, I said what I said, the return soldier.
Exactly, return soldier, yeah.
Good morning, guys. Ray, say that again. Oh, sure. Makupe, happy birthday. I'm hoping you're having a good one so far, and may you see many more. I hope to but Hore o thole itsinyana e nang le kelello. Yeah, the name is Mr. Muffins. Proud owner of the bakery with Miss Cupcake, and I am a guy. I'm a gent. I'm human too. I laugh a lot. I make jokes, but yes, I cry a lot. But it doesn't come from a place of sadness or a place of weakness. It comes from being able to fully express myself. It took a while to get here. I almost missed this particular life until Miss Cupcake was like, "Yo, booty, yatingenga today," because she knows how I personally have dealt with or have struggled with life and its challenges. I've been fortunate enough to be at a place where I'm surrounded by people who are kind, because I'd convinced myself that I don't need sympathy. I don't need. I want to other people who'll be there to help me and then remind me after a couple of weeks, Kuti, hey, you forgot to go lala, keep on mafinyela, and it's a tough cold world to be a man, especially in today's time. We bastardized by society in such a way that we're scared to fully express ourselves, even in times where we need to do it. While I was listening to Brother Dean, the Tamasa Kuluma, I posted a verse there at what you call it, John 11 verse 35, and funny enough, fun fact, it is the shortest verse in the Bible, and that verse basically is 2 words. It just says Jesus wept, and I want you to marinate in that for a moment. Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, wept. And then, with that in mind, who are you as Indota? Who are you to be the guy that chooses not to feel something? I'm not a person to ask for help, and I'm not the type of person. I would like, I mostly figure ish out, then I come out, I crawl into my little hole, I listen to music, I game, I frustrate myself to the point where I move out of my ditch and I come back stronger. But it's hard when you do it by yourself. And as I'm a cheetah, it's not because we don't cry, it's because we don't have spaces where we can cry. And it's part of the reason why it's hard for us to express ourselves, and then we choose izinto that sometimes don't stimulate us mentally in a positive way and spiritually also in a positive way that uplifts us. So hence why we believe that drinking is a solution, partying is a solution, random phonifications with random strangers is a solution, and it never is. It never is, because we end up giving more of ourselves up. But you empty from one cup to try to fill up another cup. We don't get rid of the bad habits, we just replace them with another one. When you stop smoking, you start drinking. When you stop drinking, you start doing other activities. Just because and yeah, I'm not encouraging a guy to cry, but I'm encouraging a guy to feel something. Talk to someone who, I think, who understands you. And I can't say everybody understands, because no one will understand. But have you ever felt like, when I used to in a taxi, you'd ever have a conversation with a stranger where you can express yourself fully with a complete stranger, versus the people you have in your circle, be it your family, your friends, your colleagues? You can't talk to them. But then when a random stranger you meet in a taxi from wherever you're going to, wherever you're coming from, and you can let it out fully, that's dangerous, which shouldn't be like that. And these are the kind of things as a machita that we live through. And some of us are lucky enough to live through. Others are not as strong as we are, and they choose the not so easy way out by ending themselves. I've found solace in prayer. I've found solace in church. I've found solace in the partner I've got. But that's just for me. I don't wish it on any other brother. It's a thing where you can reach out and talk to me. I am willing to drop everything and listen out to a person who wants to be heard. But one thing I will not do, I will not be that person that pushes you into a corner at your most desperate times. So it's good that, as a machita vele, we are lucky to be a generation that's seeing the negative effects of trying too much with little strength, and are willing to, ask for help. And sometimes help doesn't mean get me a job, give me money, come solve my problem. Sometimes asking for help is just, I need someone to hear me. Let me talk. Because that's something I learned from Itamalam, my late father. He used to say, "Portla ndota. Makotuk portla, uzozizo, you'll feel better, and then figure it out." He wasn't saying crying. I'm not saying guys cry all the time, because most kala could to sniff or something like that. Nah, portla, speak out. We're not built to be able to express ourselves ngamazwi as much as women do, but we need to be able to speak up sometimes, or even isolate yourself from things that don't bring you peace or joy. If drinking is a release for you, fine. But if it becomes a vice and makes you weak, then stop it. Drink water. It's very important to feed your mind, feed your spirit, find a sport, be active. Once you are active, you find something that you enjoy doing that brings you happiness, whether it's playing soccer. There's many people out there that are talented that have never made it to playing soccer professionally, but they do play indoor soccer, whether they do it with their work friends or with family, but they sweat it out, And if it's not, find a second hustle. But the important thing is you need to be able to feel. That's the most I can say, because like I said, for me, it's a very, very deep conversation that we're having now, because I personally had to walk in Lela that wasn't kosher to the point where I almost felt myself letting go. I don't have any strong advice, because I personally chose the route of, like I said, and I also was also going for therapy. I still do. I still do. As perfect as it may seem, I still see someone, I still talk to someone professionally, because most of the things that I've encountered, I moved from blaming the world and accepting the world for what it is. So, as a machita, Nyangazu, Mr. Muffins, if you follow, I follow back. If ever you need someone to talk nonsense to, or someone you want to, chop it up with, I'm opening my DMs. I guess ladies and gents. It's not or play Apex, as Cupcake says, because that's the only time I get to communicate with my friends. I can't expect them to drive to me all the time or drive to them Tlangana. But we meet online, We have that little 1 hour, 2 hour Nyana session where Cupcakes allows me to go online just to be with my friends, and we just talk. A friend of mine just got his first daughter. He's very happy. My other one is expecting a kid pretty soon. His wife is a. And when we talk, it's amazing what we guys share that we don't normally talk about when we're together. It's things we talk about with such grace and such happiness when a first-time father says, "Yo, dude, I have something to live for now." And I got shocked, and I'm like, "Dude, what do you mean now? Haven't you been living this entire time?" Right. And kancane you get to a point where you realize ukuthi sibaningi singakhulumi. You know, sabaningi that just show face for the sake of, hey, I don't grand and grand. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But Mr. Muffins Bakon, as much as I make jokes and I laugh at you people, I prefer to be more of a brother and what you call it, Babizani, a helping hand.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I mean, please, by all means, reach out, talk to me. Sizokhuluma sihleke. If ufuna ukuhleka and you want to express something, Portland, that's con. We here. I'd rather listen to my brother, express how he hates his job, how he whatnot. But after having that conversation, after telling me how much you hate your job, what's the next step moving forward? It's one thing to listen to you complain, but we need to move forward and make a plan after that. And that's my way. That's what I do.
Mr. Muffin, you
buddy.
dropped a lot of bars there, my G. You dropped a lot of bars, yeah. But then like there's something that I want to say, Nyana, there, mother therapy part actually there. The reality, Kiore, like most chance actually, we cannot afford therapy actually. But again, kind of one it because you must be a provider and a protector and happens and like this economy is very dizzy without jobs, did lots working like side has a little dizzy no yana. So what I think that like Rones Majitane as in like what's that we should do. Yeah. Yes, Federe, we can make what's that like we can make like fun of you as like here and there, as in like just for banter vibes, yeah. Yeah, but then let's be those therapists for our friends actually, you know?
Exactly. True.
Yeah, because now I'm sorry about that, because now mostly Kodi Biring actually, you know?
Okay, sorry. Yes.
What I got two codes in nje fela go ntsha ngcondo da so wa ntlhaloganya parking kare because you really cannot be that free actually and happy the therapy expensive more and then money food here and then come how na this how na that. So let's try to actually be that person for the other gent actually, you know. But again, kind of like real signs or maybe renile mo mazangering kamo but regular two cuts nyan. How are you, fam? No, how actually is like can I help you, Pinchak? You know? So yeah.
Exactly. That's. Sorry to cut you off there. That's what I'm saying, Jorge. As much as Lindsay has Mr. Muffins, and I'm always open for a discussion at any given time. When you want to link up and you want to talk, I'm always going to be there. I'm not one to have all the answers as Mchita, but I believe it turns up like I've been saying. I get the long point. Local Arabu. Because I hate people who always tell me life is good. Hey, I'm a hustler. I'm this and the other. No, I get that. But are you okay, my king? Are you straight, my dog? Like, what's up? You know? Hence, I'm willing to listen to a dude express himself versus a person who's just trying to show face. You know? But like a nice time, Phil.
But wait actually isn't like and I kind of realized that actually isn't like the past was that few weeks actually you know what like that it's hard for actually gents to actually as in like open up actually. It's very hard now because I saw it was that like with me actually, you know, and as in like me personally actually because just like Dean actually my 2 months have been like very dizzy now. So now I am often that guy who is always ready to help, you know. I'm that guy who's going to be like Joe Born. If you need anything, hit me up. When I can, I will. And then like when I can't, we will make a plan. but then for like me to actually say, except muffins and pinchaka, like twenye fam, is like please help me there and there. That takes a lot, Maji. Like mana like crazy a lot, but I mana go like then I had to sit down myself. Correct some pinchaka. Yeah, I feel it sharp. You have a good heart, fit the ray, you're scared of judgment and this and that and this and that. Yeah. But then you literally keep up paraking kind of with this actually. You are going to be found here 6 months later, dead, actually. So like literally learn to reach out. Yeah. Yes, for the reason like but then like maybe there might be that one person who can be like John Penchaga. No man, it's like let's do this, man. You know, and it's fine actually. But you can because now you are used to being the superhero. You can't be like what's that? What's the one to be saved actually. So let's learn to actually, you know, and talk sharp. There are as like really bad people there going there who might make fun of you or maybe as like just blue tick you or maybe just ridicule you. But that one person maybe they might pull you out.
I can't hit.
So yeah. So yeah. Do you want the last 30 seconds Nyana, before Ray? Or maybe we finish?
No, but I think baka kore ke tlo plomo commenting for now. Like I said, that topic it weighs a lot on me because personally I know how hectic it is as my cheetah. But I repeat, my DMs are open for gents and ladies, by the way. But ladies will be proofreading by Miss Cupcake. Nang shady and taken. But I think society has made it hard for us to be able to be men in a safe space. Not because that's the way things are, but we've been we've been put through a lot, and
It's a lot,
yeah,
bro.
it's a lot, my guy. I know what you mean. It's yeah, ish. Like I said, you're gonna make me emotional, and I'm not emotional. And you know
Okay, you know what? Like, let me let you know the good nyan.
yeah.
You can go bake some cupcakes nyana with tea and then put it.
Leroy, okay, yeah, true. All right, now, fam. By the way, yeah, it's always love and respect, and I appreciate you guys and ladies too.
So so we have what's the two ladies here actually. They are part of like the team actually. So Angela when about to buanyana mol because they are the Rakharis lady aunties of like this house, right? So they are allowed to speak. So Angela Lona ladies actually you guys can come in here and then like you can also help a brother here and there, you know? So yeah, man. So just like feel free. Because I saw some lady wanted to actually request, but then now she's gone. Now. I really don't know, but now okay, no, it's fine though. And now we're gonna jump to Ray actually. Ray Pinchak,
What's up, bro? What's up?
how you feeling today, man? Baraking and I saw the coins back and I'm
I'm okay, dog. I'm okay. Just we're touching a sensitive topic today. Mental
but we have
health. Yeah, mental health finance for us as students is so much important. And with my own understanding, it's like when it comes to mental health, we have been taking this in a lower point whereby they say a man doesn't cry, a man must be strong, or a man must be a man to be a shoulder to the ladies, which has damaged us a lot. Whenever I cry, when I find my corner, I feel like crying, I cry because I don't want to keep something within me that will damage me. Yeah, I understand. something that really helped me because when I'm damaged, I be a big mess. I was a mess. I once tried to commit suicide. I once tried to kill myself and take my life. Why? Because I was sexually abused by a stepfather. You understand? But then I've managed to rise up after the coincidence and say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm a human as you're a human too. You understand? And it wasn't easy because it was something that happened for years. Since from 2013 to 2017 to 2020, it wasn't easy. You know, you just sit there and realize with someone else must be there to support you and someone want to take that advantage of you and destroy you. And when you speak out, no one will listen to you because you are a man, you are a male. When you speak out, no one will want to hear your story. Why? Because you are a male. So for me, I've managed to get one therapist that I'm all still talking to right now, and it helped me a lot to remove all depression, all anxiety, and just be me. You know, I'm always a happy person, you know, when I join. Always happy. Why? Because I've managed to work on myself. I've managed to, you know, I try to bring my human being together. I've managed to. It's still an MBA, fight. We're fighting with life. We're even fighting with spirit that we don't know, but then we are here. So it's important for you as a man to cry. Don't hold it up. Don't hold it up. Have your values and your values and the plans. Stick to who you are and never allow other person to just try you. Yeah,
Um,
that's
so Mpinja kasuro khala this one, eh? Like, do you mind if I, as in like, just put some questions to you, as in like, via what happened to you?
no problem.
Okay. So now, how exactly did you deal with, as in like, healing from that actually? Because like, that's another thing actually, as in like, as in like, most men don't speak about actually, as in like, being abused actually, not like, as in like, whether by your parents or maybe as in like by your partner or maybe by your siblings actually. So now it's like maybe somebody here, like they don't know how to deal with that actually. So now maybe you can shed some light more on how did you manage Horoke? You actually kind of removed yourself there and then like you allowed yourself to heal actually, you know? Like,
Okay.
yeah.
For me, this thing was, you know, when you bottle up something, right? When you bottling up something, or when you bottle up your emotions, they become full in that bottle. Then there's a time whereby the bottle now it's going to explode. It will explode. So for me, there was a time whereby it exploded, and I was like, you know what, whether you hold me or what, I'll kill you. And I was holding a knife. You understand? I was holding a knife and I was holding a bottle. Really, that bottle went to the head of that person because of a big fight. You understand? So I've managed to get a therapy, and the therapist told me, you know what, just be you and write down everything that's hurting you. write down everything that makes you happy. See which one appears the most. And the first thing was the one that appears the most. And he gave me the statistics to deal with all the situation that makes me feel pain within me. The statistics that makes me feel bad, good to you know what, I can't even cope. But I've managed to deal with them through what those things, and most importantly, I pray. Don't leave prayer. Pray. Ask God to give you that guidance. Ask God to give you that strength, good to know what. Whatever you will get through it. You understand? So, guys, as a guy, I can say we're going through a lot. Learn to talk. Learn to voice out. Learn to get that person you trust and talk to that person. That is why most of the time I realize that relationships they just don't fit. They fail because our family background has destroyed us within, and we didn't solve those damage first before we enter into a relationship. You understand? Because now what has happened to you, it's affecting you currently, and realizing that there's something that you didn't fix at the back. And to fix that, you need to take a step and look at your inner part to go, okay, how can you deal with that? And how can you fix that?
Yeah, man. Sure. Ish. But like, sorry for what you went through, man. Hey, you know what? Ish. I can only imagine, you know it. But then, so what you're basically saying is like prayer and be real with yourself and happy, like just and happy le therapy, nah? Actually, nah?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. I know, man. I think, you know it. So fun. You kind of shook me and I then pinch like, but then you know what? Thank you for like you being here actually, fam. You know, and I hope that you be well actually. You know.
Well, I'm one who always see me. I mean, I'm well fun. I
Mm.
fight. I fight with life. You know that. It's the life that we fight with.
Mm. Okay. I really don't have as like much to say there. But then, Sabs Makupe, do you want to say something? And as in like, let me just gather my thoughts. Now.
You know, with everything that every single guy on the panel has said, even on the comments, I just want to say that exactly what you said, Ntwana. Men are human beings. Men have feelings, men have emotions. So everything that my body is made out of, that goes for men. So the same interest rate that I suffer from, you also suffer from. The same petrol hike that I suffer from, you also suffer. They don't say this petrol hike will only be valid for women or men, and the interest rates is, you know, it's why is it that we as women are allowed to go through certain things, but you guys are not allowed to go through the same things? You know, we could be both working for the same company, and I can just be in a very bad mental state and kiska copa and everything, but when it's you not coping with work, you must take it with the chest, you must take it like a man. That is rubbish. That is nonsense. You are allowed to be in your feels. You're a human being. Your feelings are valid. My only thing is, and I said on the comments, because Udin, I can't remember what Udin was saying about Kala. Oh, he said, yeah, also Senzo was saying that, indoda wayekumele ikhale, who you'll say something like that, and he will say it's pointless ukuthi ukhale ngabe ufuna solution. Guys, cry all that you want, o tla batla solution after.
Yeah, actually.
Solution o tla nyaka after. Take time, be in the moment and cry if you need to. Be vulnerable if you need to. That time is very important. Because getting on the act immediately, you might even miss something that you can think of, or a point, or not even see something coming. But if you take time to react or make a plan, or you might just in that time notice something or get a better idea or get a better solution. Take time and cry. Senzo asked me on the comments, Khori, do men want to cry? And I said most of them.
Actually,
And I said most of them, but his response back to me, I can tell he doesn't agree. And I'm not sure if he's still here, but the reason why I said most men, it's because every single time we have such a conversation, men actually come through in numbers. Mpo Pop's shit, if you guys were to listen to Mpo Pop's story, uzokala.
oh yeah, the
Mpo-
one like a podcast and chill, man.
yeah, man.
And
And let me tell you,
think about
every
that a lot.
time Shabam Pops, look at Tallest Mo. Same. So every time we hold down such a conversation and you listen, like men come up in big numbers, and if you listen to their stories, you're just like, yo,
Yeah, man.
you are like winning it to you. But it is so sad that they all felt that they can't be going through whatever that they're going through. They can't be in their fields. They can't be in it. Only because they are men. Being a man and being a woman is literally just a gender, Donayaka.
Not just, but yes.
Yeah, I know that, Sendo. I know that you are saying those that want to cry. But your question said, do men want to cry? And I said to you, most of them. And you said you will let it go. So you're saying to me you will let it go. That means for me, you are saying that you don't agree. So this is why I'm here. I am now clarifying why I said most men. Notice every single time when this type of topic is brought up, the number of men that come through. But men feel that they can't cry. They feel they can't voice out, or they can't be in their fields because uyindoda qina.
True.
Why ngiqinelani? Because I killed Tlapa. Why am I qinning? For what good reason? So you're allowed to be in your fields. You're allowed to cry. But get up, dust yourself, and find a solution. And this is something that I will tell Koketo as a woman. Take your time in crying, but don't stay there for too long. Get up, dust yourself, and find a solution and soldier on. This advice is advice that I give to men and women. So men must honestly not invalidate their feelings. Your feelings are so valid. Like everything that you go through, everything, you guys are human beings and you're allowed to. And what Udin was saying, that may God bless you that you guys find partners that understand this. I hope you guys land in kind hearts and soft hands and gentle arms that will understand that when you're a man and you cry, there's absolutely, totally nothing wrong with you.
Since I just tried to actually clarify that actually. So he said he's not really surrounded by men who want to cry.
Can I say something?
Please wait 2 minutes now.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, yes. So, as in me, I get him actually because Len actually because me, I just want to stay smiling, stay happy, and then I just have 2 beers and just be happy. Ne? Sharp. Me, yeah, happy is me, ne? Me, I really cannot bring myself to cry actually. So basically I don't know how to cry. So basically now we are saying that allow yourself to feel like what's that, whatever you are feeling. It doesn't necessarily mean cry, as in like cry, but then sharp. You are sad now, okay, sharp. What's that? I'm like, be sad, be done with that. Then now we can make a plan now, You are, what's that? You are feeling this, you are feeling that, feeling that. So as in like, feel it actually, as in like, let it, what's that? Like, let it out. Then you can come back to who you are, because now like, see, like Ray said, actually bottling things up, actually, like, that's like taking a Coke, nah, then you put a Mentos inside and then you close it. Eventually it's gonna pop. So rather like rather bula Coke here, working like working, put it in a cup, you drink it, then you can continue with water. I'm not sure if you guys actually as in I just get that analogy, but yeah. So Senzo, we are just saying release. You can cry, you cannot cry, it's fine. But what's important is to let it out. So Sabs, yeah, you can finish up there quickly and then Makup.
I'm gonna start with you. You said you don't know how to cry, and that is not true. But we're not there. We move on. Going back to Senzo. Going back to Senzo. Some ladies are that. I'm going back to Senzo. Senzo, let me tell you, you guys also as men, you deceive each other. And I will tell you, Gutimina, it's the surroundings. I was gonna ask, I don't wanna be very tribal about this. I was gonna ask him, is he mostly surrounded by men, Banna Bamazulu? Because guys, now I know my tribe. Those men don't even believe in therapy. They don't even believe in speaking up. But you know what? It's because that thing. They have never allowed themselves to even tap into that. If you don't even allow yourself to tap into something, if you're not open-minded about it, you're not going to know about it, and you're not going to know the benefits of that thing. So Zulu men have a way of blocking things. Utla feel something, and then they will start cussing and swearing and kicking things, and you are just blocking your feelings from happening. You are just blocking your feelings from coming out. Also, surrounding, it plays a lot. I'm going, that's what you guys say to each other. But guys, we were saying this yesterday. You can never say that you know a person. How me to flatela suga lapha erenkeni aye erenki lakhe kwenzakalani. Awazi ukuthi umuntu makaphuma lapha ayoflatela. Ukile wachila le motho wena Leroy, especially with married people, and you see them all the time together, or you visit them and you are chilling, and then 30 years later, utlo motho are for 27 years, this and this and this and this and this was happening in my marriage. At that time, you did not see anything. Like there was no sign, there was nothing. Guys, people will deceive you. I'm going to repeat what I said yesterday. Do not stand in the on top of the mountain and scream the loudest and say, people. You can never know a person. What I am showing here right now on Komakoya and what I'll be showing in Kostrateng might not necessarily be Usabelo that my parents gave birth to, or what I'm going through, or what I am. Looks can be deceiving.
Very deceiving. And thank you very much, Dara Khadwarona. So I see Senzo's here to actually defend himself, but then now, before Senzo, we can give Sis Makupe, and then we can give Senzo, and then to one. And I saw a comment from Sis Brenda. She said, this is the topic where we have to sit down and they'll just hear, man. Not really necessarily, like we are just focusing more the gents, but then you and as a sister, you can spice it up, to actually, as in like, to actually help another brother there, actually, you can come through, it's fine. But just a young disclaimer, guys, this is not gender wars, nah? We are trying to help the brothers here, right? Who are going through the most, nah? With love and respect. Thank you. Sis Coops, you next.
Hey, dumelang. So sorry, I missed most of the conversation. But from what I've picked up, one, and I think I've said this before, there's a difference between vulnerability and weakness. And a lot of people, I won't say men, a lot of people confuse the two. There's so much strength in being vulnerable. There's so much strength in facing or having difficult conversations and challenging conversations with yourself, right? The second thing, ya gore go gatelelwe gore batho ba lle, like o mong le mong has their own way of as an outlet. Some people scream, some people cry, some people I get it right, but there are many ways to let it out, and it's not just exclusive to crying. And I think, and this is a human condition, that when we correct overly so. So if there are men who want to cry but don't cry, now we feel like we need to force all men to cry, and that is how you deal with pain. But I think the better way to put it is, if you feel like crying, know that it's okay to cry. If you Because you can feel your body. And I think the problem with this whole men should cry, men shouldn't cry, is that men, if you are told not to cry and you want to cry, you will then use other things as an outlet, because you cannot express yourself. You are suppressing that thing ya gore tshwanetse o lle, right? So I think that maybe what we should encourage is people should know themselves well enough. We should encourage self-awareness. We should encourage people having a very strong relationship with themselves, so that they know what to do when they are overwhelmed, right? And then litaba vulnerability. Yes, be vulnerable, but be careful who you are vulnerable to. In as much as we encourage speaking and expressing yourself, there are people that weaponize your vulnerability, and that's when it becomes a weakness, right? So knowing who to be vulnerable with is a great asset. Know who to be vulnerable with, which goes back to self-awareness and being aware of your surroundings. So there's a lot of unlearning we still need to do, and then there's a lot of learning we need to do. So tshwanetse re thube pele re tle re tlo kgona go aga. But guys, please ngiyanicela to be honest with yourselves, and it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to do all these things, as Sabelo was saying, le batho le lona, right? So we know that lutla botlhoko just like us, we know all these things. So please just be careful, watch your surroundings, and be aware of who you are as well.
Speaking of being aware of who you are, here's one thing, and before Senzo comes in, let's be okay like with who you are, actually, nah? That's very important again, because since you guys know here, Leroy has a speech as a problem, like as that me and Ray actually, but then yet we choose to actually be here every day and then like just speak to like, what's that, 20 people here. So now those kind of links to what you were saying, actually, Makupor, like sometimes like just be okay with who you are. You are gonna get roasted, you're gonna get humiliated, you're gonna get slurred like crazy, but then what's more important, okay, me I'm a starter. This is who I am, bruh. you can't really do much to change it. So rather embrace it, actually. You know? So for me personally, as in like my coping mechanism here was is like this thing. Me, I make fun of myself first. So that when like somebody like what's that tries to actually as in like make me feel bad about it, I'm like, come on nigga, you late, come on bruh. I mean like no, like be more creative nyana. I mean come on bruh, you know. So that's another thing actually. Learn to be okay with who you are, yeah. And then be 100% honest with yourself from the get-go. You have this, you have that, you don't have this, you don't have that, but I'm okay like this. Then I'm gonna do more for myself, not to be what's that into the madodeni. No, now I want to be seen as in daughter. Fuck that shit, nigga. We are human, chief. No, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. You're not perfect, you know. So chill. That's just my spice there, sister. And thank you very much. So since the floor is yours, your 5 minutes starts now. Babsin.
Sanibonani.
Oh, shosho man.
Angibingelele kuso sonke isizwe esimnyama kuzo zonke iy'nkalo. Yazi, I think I'm not here to fight or to disagree with my submissions and with men that say that they want to cry. I'm not here for that. I am here just to clarify that point that what I said earlier on was, for me, men that want to cry is not a reality. That is why I even asked, I said most, with a question mark, go to subs comments. And then I said, let me let it go. I said, let me let it go, because for me, that is not a reality. Leroy, mina ngikhuliswe ngamadoda athi njengendoda kumele ukuthi uqine, kumele ukuthi uzazi ukuthi ufunani, have a focus, and when you want to do something, do it. And kumele futhi konke lokhu find ways, strategize ukuthi wena njengendoda uzokwenza kanjani for you to be able to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. When it gets to a point where you seem to be failing at something, it is okay to consult. Yingakho nesisho sithi amadoda awakhali kodwa okuhlula amadoda kuyabikwa. Right?
That's an interesting.
Okuhlula amadoda kuyabikwa. Amadoda awakhali. It's not to say ukuthi wena as indoda manje kusafanele ukuthi you shouldn't shed a tear, and so forth. But for me, there's no benefit to crying. I see absolutely no benefit at all for shedding tears. Noma ngabe kuthiwa ngiyazithatha ngiyoyivalela ekhoneni ngiyahlala lapho ngiyakhala, what am I going to gain out of that? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You can quote me on this or wherever you go. Absolutely nothing. But uma kuwukuthi kunento engibona kahle ukuthi la ngiyahluleka, hlala phansi, I think about it. I look deep into whatever I am facing ngaleso sikhathi and try and find solutions. If I cannot find those solutions, ngingedwa, it's okay ukuthi ngihambe ngithathe ifoni ngifonele ubhudeni ngithi hey bhudeni, yazini kunento ekanje engibhekene nayo. This is what I've already come up with. This is what, and here are or rather izinto engibona kahle ukuthi ziyingqinamba or obstacles endleleni yami. How would you suggest I get through this?
Okay.
Ukubika lokho, right? As indoda, ukubika lokho kwenye indoda futhi. or komunye umuntu wesilisa engazi or that I believe might be able to find solutions for me. Oh, it does not even have to be ukuthi ngiyokhuluma nomunye umuntu wesilisa. I can even talk to omunye umuntu wesifazane. Sit down, listen, this is what I am facing, right? How would you suggest I get through it? But for me to then go and sit down and cry, for me, that is not a reality. By this statement, I am not saying, however, ukuthi those that feel ukuthi for them it's therapeutic to cry, it's fine. Go ahead, do whatever that will make you feel better. For me, what makes Usenzo feel better is finding a solution.
Exactly.
That is all I am saying. So I do not dispute anybody's submissions here. I'm just saying what we are all built differently. We grew up differently. We have surroundings that are different. So there is no way in point that I am now going to come and dictate and say, madoda khalani, or bantu besifazane qinani, or bantu besifazane khalani, or whatever. Because we are all different, we are built differently. We grew up in different surroundings. Therefore, do what you feel is best for you. And if when we are born, what's best for you is not finding a solution but crying, it's fine, my brother. Do it. Do it. But yes.
Oh yeah, sorry. But you know what? I just realized like we are basically saying the same thing, but then from different angles. So yeah, so basically we're saying if you feel like you are failing here, seek help. So like whether you are a crier or not, but then seek help. Bigger, ne?
There has to be a way that you are going to face that, whether you are doing it alone or you are not doing it alone. Seek that help wherever you can seek that help. When Leroy. But again, I still stand at saying, for me, the crying of men is not a reality. For me, this is for me, guys. I'm not talking about abanye abantu. I'm not looking down on abanye abantu. But for me, it is not a reality. Angikhuliswanga mina kanjalo. Angikhuliswanga kanjalo. Yes.
Yeah, you know what, like what you're saying, I'm actually like good, actually, because you are still advocating for like seek help, like let it out, like know how to deal with it. Like you said, actually, we are different. Some people like some people like to eat like malva pudding, like like Gondia said, né? And that makes them feel better. Some just want to cry, then look for a solution. Some people, they are just solution based. Fail or okay sharp. You failed here, I'm an okay sharp. So I'm just barking and isn't like barking panicking. So which is their coping mechanism. So what's more important here, okay? Let it out, seek help the best way you can. No? Like the best way that can help you get to the next level, As in like the best way that can help you get over this. So yeah, actually, we are basically saying the same things, like just from different views. But you know what, so thank you very much there, man. So your last 10 seconds, Bargain, quickly before.
Actually, I would like to give Osabs an opportunity, Leroy, if you allow. But I know there are others who are waiting, but I feel like there's something that Osabs might want to get off her chest, respectfully. If not, then singadlulela.
Bargain, you know what, like, okay, like my fear here, I know you listeners, you guys, I know you guys, you're gonna
Ngiyakuthanda kodwa bhuti.
It's like string this show forever. And I'm like, guys, there are people waiting here. You guys don't know you.
Leroy,
Yeah, when you.
Leroy, Mamela, Abuti is saying, allergics, I'm merekele, mara ha so nkatse allergics.
Come on, guys. Really no. Really no. But hey man, it's in pace, it's fine. No, it's like let him drink his in pace, it's fine, it's okay. How? But it works for him, I get. Okay, you know what, nah? So let me try to drag it as in like this to like latest 1 p.m. Nah? Then as that after Sis Brenda, then like you guys you can have this discussion. Nah, please, nah. please and thank you. One very yo Zanzi for sure.
How's it?
Shapuzeni.
Ngeke sosenzo la uthi uma uthi ubona ukuthi ukukhala kuzokusebenzela hayi ikhala zibe mathunzi.
Exactly, but I gotta do what works for you, fam. You know, it's fine.
Eish. Yeah, ne. Ay mina ngisuka ubunalutho kahle bengidlula nje bengithi hayi angizobingelela.
Oh, aye. Actually, Braga, it's again, Braga. Thank you very much, man. You are the real Mzansi for sure, Benchak. You are appreciated. Yeah, and thank you, fam.
Yeah, but I just want to touch base on what Senzo was saying. Le ndaba leyo ukuthi kuthiwe amadoda awakhali. I feel like that phrase is not fully understood.
Yeah,
Ukuthi
actually.
what does it mean
Yeah.
uma kuthiwa indoda ayikhali? Kodwa ngoba usenzo khona la mhlambe engazama ukuthi angibeke esisombeni ngoku-understanda kwakhe. Ukuthi uma kuthiwa indoda ayikhali kushoni ukuthi iy'nyembezi azehli.
Buti. Sorry go khala dana Benchak, ne? Basically isilungu bafoza because lana singamachangane, singamaXhosa, singamaTswana. Yabona so nje manje isilungu awana at least ke ezine mediator angihlala
Yeah.
yeah.
Ama-bundles ami esilungu a-duplicated. Yazi emsebenzini ngikhuluma isilungu lize lishone ilanga kodwa-ke hhayi ngizozama.
So Benchak, thanks man.
No, Senzo, I wanted Senzo to paint a picture for me. What does it mean? What is his understanding of the phrase indoda ayikhali? Kusho ukuthi indoda, a man doesn't cry at all, as in like tears, or you do not complain about things that there would never be a solution for. Because, you know, especially us Zulu men, we've lived most of our life believing that indoda ayikhali, meaning that if there's something which is bothering me, I need to keep it to myself unless I can speak to someone who has a real solution for it. That's why actually what Sam was saying, that Zulu men do not believe in therapy because we, in a way, are taught that therapy is ngalutho basically.
Okay.
Sawubona Makhuphe kunjani kodwa nkosazana?
Okay.
Ngiyaxolisa. Yeah, so we spent kunjani?
Philo njani bhuti?
Hayi ngiyaphila nama ngishiyela.
Next thing it's
They greet each other enough on DMs. Why but they are greeting more in public? Hi, bangazosipora. They greet each other enough on DMs and on WhatsApp. Please, they must come down. One.
next thing is
Senzo,
like,
please
we met Komakoya Randao, no?
Senzo, please explain the phrase Yahuri indoda
Akhulume ke.
Okay, let me just finish what I was saying. So I was saying that especially as Zulu men, we've lived most of our life believing that indoda ayikhali, in a way, understanding that every time you feel sad or bothered by something, you need to suppress it. And that has only led to two things. One is we have people who don't know how to, men who don't know how to deal with emotions, and men who think that if I want to talk about how I feel, or if I tell someone that let's talk about how I feel. That is a sign of being weak. And I think it's very important for us to have an understanding of what is really meant by the phrase with indoda aikali. Because it's very important to talk about things that bothers you. As mhlawumbe senzo was saying ukuthi ezinye izinto azikho isidingo sokuthi ukhulume ngazo as long as the solution ingeke izibe khona. So yeah, I've just yeah.
So bro, so now do you mind actually just like summarizing that phrase actually, because from what I heard actually from you, Corey, that phrase has been misunderstood for years actually. So which basically means that no, like when you are faced with a problem as a man, you seek help. You don't just sit around and like just cry nje and then like working hope for you hope for the best. So rather you consult. So that's what I heard. And you can correct me there.
No, I'm gonna explain my understanding of the phrase.
Okay.
There's a possibility that I have misunderstood it for my entire life. But my understanding of the phrase has always been to say that a man does not complain, a man does not cry literally, and also if maybe I am heartbroken or there's something that makes me sad, I should keep it inside me. There's let's say for example, I failed at school. I don't have to go to someone like a therapist and talk about it and say, hey, you know what, I'm dealing with such emotions because I couldn't do A, B, and C. But such things, you should keep it inside you. It's basically emotional suppression, how I understood it, or how I've always understood the phrase. That's it's if you are bothered or hurt by something, just keep it to yourself. You only speak to someone if you know for sure that that person is able to assist you. So that has always been my understanding of the phrase until Dala, where I started realizing, no, man, actually, this is not a way to live. There's nothing wrong with me explaining my feelings. There's nothing wrong with me complaining about how something makes me feel. That does not make me weak. If I come to you and say, hey, you know what, Petsu, I don't like what you did live on Wednesday when you said A, B, and C to me, that does not necessarily mean I'm a weak man because I came to you and opened up about how you made me feel. So my understanding of the phrase was that it's okay, if you keep quiet and you wait for your revenge. In fact, that's how most of us Zulu men operate till this day.
How exactly?
If you did something wrong to me, there's no reason for me to come to you or for me to go and tell so and so that Leroy said this to me, which offended me or which I found offensive. But I keep it to myself and wait for the day when I will get my revenge.
Oh wow. So okay. So now like that's your interpretation now.
So
Leroy.
you still have a lot of work to do here.
I am his therapist, guys.
You still have a lot of work. You still have a lot of work to do, ngwanako gae, ke a go tloela. You need all the strength and the wisdom and the courage.
No, I know. Me, this doesn't scare me. I ke re motho o mongwe le o mongwe modimo o mo beetse motho wa gage. So re tla kgonana.
Okay, ladies, like let's just give him a chance to actually isn't like just fix that for me because I just want to understand you Mpenchak, but they're like no judgment, no. I might laugh at you, but no, it's like no judgment at all. But yeah.
Yeah, what you want to understand exactly, Leroy, because I feel like I've been repeating the same thing again and again. Maybe it's my way of articulation. This is not correct.
Oh, no. So now, like, you're saying that your interpretation of, as in, like, what's that, like, men don't cry now, is that you just basically wait for the revenge, but then you don't necessarily, like, what's that, deal with it then.
Oh yeah, no, I see. So that has always been my understanding of the phrase, would say, men do not cry. That has always been my understanding until
Okay.
recent, when I started realizing that actually this is BS. No human should operate like this. There's nothing wrong with me being open about how I feel, me communicating about how certain things make me feel. You understand? So the phrase, my understanding of the phrase "men do not cry" has been has always translated to emotional suppression. If I'm feeling emotional about anything, I should just keep it to myself.
Okay.
That has always been my understanding of that particular phrase. And I see it a lot also with people whom I grew up with. You find that if someone is dealing with something, they'll just keep it to themselves until maybe you start to ask them questions, etc., etc. Maybe they might communicate some of it, but for the most part, they'll just to uyibambishisa ipholele ezandleni. That's another one. So uyibambishisa ipholele ezandleni. Asikho isidingo sokuthi there's no need for you to go and I guess you would say people should go out there and men should go out there and cry in public or act up in public. But what I'm trying to say is there is nothing wrong with men communicating how they feel.
True. Okay. Okay, cool. So qedile manje. Sabzi.
Oh, sorry.
Sabzi. You see what I meant by you listen zolo ngasukudisa lena lebabili so. Okay, fair. So yeah, hey man, but again, hey. You kind of scared me there actually because I heard the horror. Now you're waiting for the karma, the revenge. I was like, fam, no.
Actually, that's how I used to operate.
Yeah.
And that's how most Zulu, well, I know Zulu people, and I know for a fact that's how most Zulu people still operate.
Okay, but again.
And I think it all originates from that phrase, which is broadly misunderstood. That says men should not cry. In fact, I wish it could be deleted from the Zulu vocabulary.
Not really. You know why, actually, nah? Because I feel like there is some sort of motivation in a way. Okay, you are going through this and this and this and this, and it happened now. You are crying, you are feeling this and all that. So, depending how you look at it, nah? Okay, but then like me personally, nah? I'm gonna look at it like this for as your fam. You don't cry. You are strong. You are majestic. You are royalty. Just born. Just you bargain like what's that? Pick yourself up. Then like do this again. After you released it, then you can use it to actually like motivate yourself. So which is good also. So since we're now actually like just put it be actually for like me for like me right now or no actually that doesn't necessarily mean like you should be like us that suppressing your feelings. Game more of a thing of like make a plan, chief. Yeah, if you okay, sharp. Yeah, it's said now, yeah, if it sucks now, but then let's make a plan, chief. Yes, we did it.
No,
But
I agree. I agree with what you're saying, but in the broader context, it's misunderstood. What I think is it has created a large society of men who do not know how to deal with their feelings,
Actually.
and which has led to, because feelings can never be, emotions cannot be deleted. At some point you're going to have to get them out one way or the other. Now we have a huge group of men who have fallen into addiction because that's their way, or that's their coping mechanism. You find that someone looks strong in public, when they're on live, they're talking manly stuff, yeah, 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 yeah. But behind closed doors, they are dealing with addictions that we don't know about. You don't know what I do when I'm alone in my apartment. And that could be my coping mechanism from all the emotions that I have not dealt with, just because I was taught that men do not cry.
Hey, yeah, ne? But again, can you see now you are bringing up another one, a addiction. So because of time, like, may I please just like snip you there and pinch can but again, like, maybe we can continue with Tuesday with KG Alemo, So maybe Tuesday we can speak about the addictions and how men actually just kind of got led out of this. So okay, so the next person like, I'm not gonna make a decision for her because since I wanted to say something, Lisabs, so she can choose. So Mrs. Brenda, do you want to give
I
her?
believe you. No. I think you can give her the platform. We will wait. We've already given our submissions. Let us be fair. Let her give her submission as well.
Okay, but then still she can decide now, or maybe she allows you guys to speak or not. Sis, it's up to you, Mrs. Brenda.
Okay, good afternoon, dear Leroy. How are you?
I'm great, sister. How are you?
I'm good, and good afternoon, everyone on the panel. When I said that, I think that this is a topic whereby, as women, we have to keep quiet. I meant that it is a chance whereby we must give men a chance to be able to pour out their heart, and we listen, then we can advise afterwards, rather than we talking as if we know what is wrong with men and what brings them to that point. Because if we knew so much about men, this world would be a better place, because we would know how to handle men, and men would flourish and become the best individuals that ever lived, and lead us as well. So I was speaking from that sense to say that there is time for everything, and I think that this was the time whereby we need to allow you guys, to pour out your heart. We listen, then we come after and we advise to say, from what we've heard, this is what we think it can help. So that's what I was saying, all in all. It is a very sensitive issue, and me as a person, as a woman, I know that there is no man here on earth that I can teach anything, because you guys are leaders, and you are made, you are made leaders by God, but I can only advise. My part will only come in advising. And from what I've heard and what I've listened, everyone talking, is that I know one thing, that if you as a person, when you have some things that you're going through, and when they say that indodaikali and all of that, the first thing that you need to do is spend time with yourself, confront yourself first, and when you are confronting yourself, that is where you will open up to yourself and get to find out exactly what is the problem, because most of the answers, they are within us rather than outside. And most of the time we go outside trying to find answers, we leave ourselves, and when we go outside, that is when the issue of addiction comes in, because now the real Leroy wants to confront you, but you are suppressing him. Then you're going to start to take drugs to suppress him, or whatever it is, so that you can't hear Leroy speaking, because Leroy wants to bring a solution and tell you and say, my guy, if things are like this is what we need. straight. And Leroy will tell you the truth that no one can tell you, because Leroy knows Leroy, and he knows what Leroy needs. So I would say that the first thing as a man, you will know if you want to cry or not when you confront yourself. That is the space where you will know. And when you are alone, why not cry? If you go deeper within yourself and then you start to cry, there's no problem with that. I don't see any problem. And most of the time, I'm not going to take too long. I just want to paraphrase from the Bible to say that in the book of Isaiah chapter 1, the Bible says that God was speaking, and he says that my sons that I have raised up, they have rebelled against me. That now because they have rebelled, they are sick in their mind, from the soles of their feet, everything is sick. And as they are sick, the sickness of the mind, it went to the heart, and then it spread throughout the body. It affected the environment, then it went even to the city. Then when it goes to the city, it means that it's affecting the community. And the Bible says now the foreigners, they come to the land and start to bend down and destroy the city because the man is sick in his mind. So what I would from reading the scriptures, what the advice I would have for a man is that go back to God. That is why I said go and spend time with yourself, confront yourself, because when you confront yourself, that is where you will find God. When you're busy confronting yourself. So the problem is with the mind. That is why you say mental health, because it first started with the mind. And now the chaos that we see, where foreigners are taking over and everything is happening, it's because the mind of a man, and the man rebelled against God, because the man did no longer want to follow God. He wanted to do his own thing. Now he gets misaligned. Now he's lost. Now he gets sick in his mind. Now this man is affecting everyone, including the community as well. So I don't have much to say when it comes to men, but all I can say is, as a man, confront yourself. As you confront yourself, you will find that God that is inside of you, that will guide and lead you to all truth, so that whatever situation you find yourself in, you will be able to come out of it.
Please mute. Sure. Coco, yeah?
Yes, so that whatever situation a man may find himself in can be able to come out. There's no one who can help you except God. As a man, as a leader, you need God to be your head. You need God to guide you and lead you to all truth, so that you can become what he has called you to be in everything. So that is why I said I don't have much of teachings to give to men, but rather advice from the scriptures, knowing that when the Son of Man rebels against God, they start to become sick in their mind, and their whole body is affected, and it affects the community. And now it opens the doors for foreigners to come and take over the land and destroy the land while the men are there. So my plea and my plea, actually, it would be that in closing, men, go back to God. That's the only way. And when you go back to God is when you spend that time alone with yourself and confront yourself. You will find the God in you that will direct you and lead you according to the way you are supposed to go. Thank you very much, Leroy.
And now you understand why, why I said, ladies also, you guys can be here, but just listen first, and then you can actually spice it up, because you just gave you know what, you literally just dropped some real bars, actually, cause most of the time between the teen years, later 20s, actually, we get really lost, because there's a lot happening. As in like
Yes.
there's sheer pressure of this and that, this and that, this and that. So now you end up really as in like forgetting that Emana Sheva. You are
Yeah.
literally a leader here, no?
Yeah.
So it's like,
And please, Leroy, don't forget something. Ne? Remember people that comes on the platform. Some of them, they were born in the 50s, 60s, 70s. They were brought up in a very hard conditions, unlike the conditions from the 80s, 90s going forth. So it will be different on how they perceive or how they see life and how they believe. They are the ones that would say that a man cannot cry, a man doesn't cry because of, they were even beaten in their time when they were crying. I remember my dad was telling a story that they would beat you as a man when you start to cry. So let us not, we must understand who's talking so that we understand where they are coming from and why they were raised that way. And now that is a different era. Now that is a different era. A lot of things have changed. Challenges, they are more than that time when they were raised. So we just need to differentiate there to say when someone say that in the Daikal, you must understand the background where they're coming from and the time where they came here on earth. It's different. So yeah, it's only that I need to highlight. Thank you very much.
and this is Brenda. When I'm not like I'm toying when I'm I feel you. Okay. But okay, guys, because of now, we are just gonna speed it up, Nyana. But then thank you very much. This is Brenda. You are definitely gonna be the highlight for today, actually. You actually, very specifically. But then, before we jump to Sis Mpo, actually, because she was here, nah, I'm gonna give Senzo 2 minutes, Nyana. I ain't like no, isn't like 30 seconds Nyan, and then the rest is simple, and then we can close it up the show now. But before that, there's a comment that I saw from Donovan Tumbuni. Actually, he said, men do not cry in public and complain. We do it behind closed doors because we cry on closed ears as men in public. And I apologize for that, but that was kind of, hey. Okay, Senzo, do you want to 30 seconds and before pods and fast, and then we can wrap it up?
Okay, cool. Thank you. Before I answer, I just want to know Uputwan whether he now has an understanding of what I meant earlier on, because I believe that Leroy explained it. It's not to say Uti Amadoda should not shed any tear or sorry, Mpo, could you please mute?
And then you'll be up next, ne? As in like. So yeah, Senzo, yeah, you can finish
Yes,
up.
sorry about that. So I was just wanted to clarify that part. Uti, I think Leroy, you did explain what I was saying is that men can open up. They can when they cannot find a solution. In fact, they should, not that they can, they should find a solution. You ask around, you consult, you get your help, and then you go and implement whatever you wanted to implement. The one part that really did not make sense to me, but maybe you can say this in closing, Aftampo, was the part where I now have to go to therapy because I failed in school. Like, what?
That was just Joe.
Oh, it
Man.
was an example.
Yeah.
Oh,
Relax.
I know. Okay, no, it's fine. Sorry about that. I didn't catch it because I was like, hey, go to therapy for failing,
Oh,
but it's fine.
that game. Besides, was just stirring you up, fam. So chill. It's fine.
Okay.
So this is important. Your 5 minutes actually starts now, and then we can close now. So, Bargain sister, please help a brother out. You are muted, by the way, so please just unmute your mic and then you can talk. There we go.
Hello. Yes, I won't say much because of the time, but I will just agree with what Usis Brenda said. With time, that a lot of things have changed to a point of us saying "indoda ayikhali." I think it's now a thing of the past, because if we were to redefine life in this day and age, life has come to a point of each and every single person defining life in their own way. I believe we have come now into a stage of us saying that a culture is a thing that is being now created on basis of families or where you are currently living or currently staying as an individual. So in this day and age, I would say that it counts a lot also for men, because of those people that you will find still having those mental thoughts of how life used to be like, and oh, sorry for that, basing it on how life is currently like in this day and age. Because for a boy child, I think that a lot of things are also changing currently, because I feel that they are also being neglected so much that we don't get to realize that somehow at some point they're also suffering psychologically. Because I believe a girl child suffered for so long, but we keep on forgetting that with time, as time goes, we also need to attend to the male ones, because they also need to build that strength from within. We are living in a society whereby our males are, having to prove themselves to women, to a point of whereby men were not even used to that thing of proving themselves to women, if whether they are men enough. A man was just a man back in the days. But in this day and age, we are now standing at a point whereby as a man, you need to prove that you are really a man, and it takes a toll on them. But realistically saying, some of the other things, I believe that we also need to teach men or our boy child that it is fine for a man to be emotional, and it is fine for a man to also raise his voice, but in a respectable way. Because I believe that the era we are living in, men don't even know how to talk, because they don't even know where to start. To the basis of men back in the days knew how to talk, because they knew that they had to address things in a certain manner. And now we are standing on days whereby a man cannot really talk to a woman, because they need to ask themselves, where do I start? From which angle am I going to start explaining whatever is it that I want to say to this person, without me feeling as if I'm oppressing them? You understand? So a male's way of doing things now it's got a lot to do with their mental thinking. Because you cannot just approach a woman, you cannot just say something to a woman without them feeling like you are oppressing me. I feel like you're not talking to me right. I know of a guy whom the wife opened a case for him, and on that statement that was said there, they are married, staying together. The wife also said, the words that you say to me, the way you say them, they don't come out right. And the husband was like, I don't even know now what is it that I have to talk with my wife, because I don't know what is it that I'm saying that is right, or whatever is it that I'm saying that is wrong. the basis of, I'm not saying that it is wrong for a woman to be given that, that power that we have nowadays, but we have to think of the fact that men are also human. They also need that sense of belonging. They also need that space of expressing themselves. Now, the problem is once they open up and they want to talk, it's as if, a woman feels like you want to take over, you want to control my life. Who are you to come and tell me this and this? So women have got so much power now over them. I think that is one of the real reasons why we have a lot of men now being admitted into psycho
Like
not
what?
psychiatric wards. Yes, I almost said psychometric.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's really, really frustrating
It
to be being a man in this day and age. But I think with me, what I always say is the one thing that is so important is for us to learn that the era we are living in, I know there's laws and there's regulations, but guys, one thing we need to know is that your life, or the life you are currently living, cannot be defined by someone else. We need to learn how to define our own life, as in a sense of what is life. Don't let another person to come into your life and define how life is supposed to be like. Learn to define life with your own words. Don't go to another person and ask, how is life supposed to be like? Learn to define your life. Because the minute you learn to define how life is like, using your own concept, using your own perspective of what you see, you will not be mentally oppressed, because you are going to see things the way you see life heading.
Wow. Hey, my God.
So
Hey.
there's a lot that we are doing on basis of both men and women. I'm telling you, let's learn to define this thing your way. Let me not define things based on what the other person says a thing should be done. We can already see that even in Dodai Kali has moved now. We are on the face of psychologically, how are you? Am I now going to base my life on what another person had said? Because rules are made on what we see.
Oh, I
You
believe.
make rules because of something you are seeing. But what are you saying about yourself? Am I saying Indoda Kali, but though I'm seeing that I am emotionally drained, I am not surviving.
Simple. What can I, because of now gonna like, let me
Yes.
just do the wrap up nyana, yeah, like what's that, 10 seconds nyana for just to wrap it up and then fit the refits, and because I have a meeting now at 1 actually. So yeah. Okay, the calls. Okay. Simple actually, so like basically, like what I picked up there from what like Season Paul is saying is that the times that our folks is like lived in then, they are very different from the times that like we live in now. Yes, certain rules and laws, they worked then, but then it's like not now. Thank you very much, Ms. Brenda. Thank you very much. Bye bye. So we like revolve thata. So basically, just be kinder to yourself, your partner, like from a guy to a lady, as in like from a lady to a guy. Yes, very in daughter must, but then again, like that in daughter, he's also human, you know? So just be more kinder, as in to him, to her. Be more respectful, in a way, you know? Yeah, if they rave, like we can get angry and then like say some things, but then just be kinder, man, you know? Like be more gentle with yourself. Let the other people actually, because a lot of people, they are not so. I apologize for that. My phone is about to die, but I'm sorry for that. We are not okay, guys. So let's be like, okay, wait, yeah, okay. These are my last words. Be the person that you need in this world. Let me repeat that. Be the person that you need in this world. And that's it for me. And okay, can I remember to get your bottle of like Velagen ZA for only 200 Rand and 50 Rand to get for Korea fees. So, amen. But yeah, and that's it from me. Senzo, Coops, you guys can close it up there. Starting with Senzo. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Coops, yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. But then also, guys, be kind to yourselves and be kind to each other. I think the simplest solution is being kind. Don't be so tough on yourself. Remember what I said, about society. Once you start blaming society, interrogate who society is, because society is an idea and you are a piece of society that you walk around with. So ask yourself where you got what you're thinking, because society is not some magical thing. It's a collective of people, right? So interrogate those things. But otherwise, I'm not gonna say the T word. Mara, some things, guys, don't need just a well-meaning thoughts and hugs, right? Some things need professional help. How you choose to go about it, I don't know. It's up to you. But I didn't need a hug and yeah, and a shoulder to cry on. They need professional help. I love you guys and have a great day. Bye.
And happy birthday to you, Makupe. But again, can I remember to like DM Dean, that's all. Yeah. But hey, it's cool. Senzo?
Thank you, Leroy. Let me start off by saying happy birthday, Makupe. Sikufisela izilokotho ezinhle. Sengathi la ogoqa uthandaze khona impendulo zonke oyidingayo ungayithola. Impilo yakho ibe seyiyakhanya. Ibe impumelelo ngaso sonke isikhathi. Ngiyabonga. In my closing, but Leroy, I'm so sorry that I missed some of the things that Paul said because I was on the phone. Ngibona sekuthiwa nangithi uhlathela la bekwenziwe i-example ngami kodwa angazi ukuthi kuthiweni. What I want to say is that as humans, we all need that one place, or rather that one thing that makes us whole. Whether you want to kneel down and pray, or whether you want to do whatever that will make you happy again. Do that. We all need that. What I can say when Leroy Owote, when we say that men don't cry, we are not saying that a man should not express themselves. A man should not express himself. I've been saying this repeatedly. That is not what we're saying. But what we're saying is that as a man, noma rather for usenzo, njengoba mina ngizazi ngile ndoda engiyiyona, I am whole and I am happy with me sitting down and finding solutions rather than me having to break down. And go back for me to sit down and break down does not give me any solutions. After I have sat down and broken down and cried and do whatever, that problem is still there. So for that brief moment, I might feel whatever type of way that I will feel, and maybe convince myself what inkinga le incane. But there's going to be that moment where I am now going to then realize kahle kahle the problem is still there. Am I now going to sit down again and cry just because the problem is still there? Just because I have to break down and cry as a man? No. That is why for me I say, Wuti, I rather find solutions. If I cannot find them on my own, ukhona uHlatse ngithi mtshita lalela kukanje Leroy mfethu kukanje, let us work around this together as the brotherhood, maybe another problem when Leroy, this is my last point. Another problem is that I've noticed when I come to these platforms and we're talking about these topics, that women want men to open up. And as men, we've never said what we don't open up. We've always said what men open up, but they open up to themselves. We open up to other men. We open up, we express, whether verbally or non-verbally. We express however we are feeling. We do express our feelings. We do all of those, just not to women. Just like what Sisi, Brenda said, Oguti, as a woman, she will never tell a man what to do. Nalo, she can give him advice, but for me as a man to say now, ngizothatha lento eshiwo umfazi, which is a word that most men say with mina ngeke ngizwe ngumfazi, which is wrong. But you take what you can, right? Whatever a woman advises, I will take that, ngilalele, and weigh it and see whether izokwazi ukuthi ingisize. If ngibona ukuthi angeke izingisize, ngeke izingisize, futhi I'm not going to do it. If ngibona ukuthi izongisiza, then I'm going to do it. At the end of the day, we all express differently, and we all do express. Be kind to one another, guys. People that you meet out there, they are going through things. Be kind, be loving. Just make sure, Oguti, you find solutions.
You find solutions. 100%. How you find them? Hey man, the best way that is best for you. And that's it, guys. Remember to actually be real with yourself. Be real with the world. Feel your feels. Then look for solutions. Feel your feels, yes, it's cool, but then do not sit around and say, oh my God, I'm sad and now what? No. Feel them. Feel. Then you get back on the wagon, Benjack. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it sucks. But you have to. For your prostate sanity. And that's it from me, guys. And this is Leroy standing in for KG. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And for actually those who missed out more, like yesterday's show, you can catch it right now, like literally right now, more like YouTube. And just a young disclaimer: yesterday's show was a real tearjerk. Okay, so please make sure you have some tissues there, as in like near you when you watch it, because you might cry a lot. But then, hey man, thank you very much, guys. Leroy appreciates you, and he's not alone. There's KG, there's Sabs, there's Makupe, there's Senzo, and we are here Monday to Friday from 10:30 in the morning. But you can be here by 10:20 or 2, as in I just listen to music, you know? But hey, man, am I forgetting something? Quickly before I leave. Guys? So nothing? Oh, okay then. Bye-bye. See you guys tomorrow. You might see me, you might not see me. But then we'll see. Bye, guys.